Does it truly mean to be intelligent? Is intelligence something we're born with or something we develop over time? This chapter, number 5, explores intelligence and cross-cultural psychology. And so we'll define intelligence and explore it, and then we'll look at different components of it. So in this lecture, we've broken it down into 3 sections. First, we'll begin by defining intelligence and examining various theoretical approaches that attempt to explain this complex construct. We'll dive into the significant influence of culture on intelligence and how cultural factors shape cognitive processes. Next, we'll expand our understanding of intelligence by looking beyond the IQ and considering a broader range of factors that contribute to academic and personal success. We'll also discuss the dynamic relationship between education and intelligence, recognizing the mutual influence on lifelong learning and development. And finally, we'll challenge the conventional notion of intelligence by embracing a more holistic perspective that encompasses more values, compassion, and a broader definition of success. So, how would you define intelligence? What is it? Well, according to Russian author Yevtushenko, intelligence is correlated with stubbornness. In this quote, time has a way of demonstrating the most stubborn are the most intelligent. It is one that makes the understanding really become evident through persistence and resilience that intelligence exists in that space. So stubbornness, when channeled constructively, can lead to learning, growth, and problem solving. And in a cross-cultural context, this idea highlights the importance of adaptability and open-mindedness. But is this just a Russian perspective intelligence? A Chinese proverb regarding intelligence states that to learn about other people is science, but to learn to know yourself is intelligence. And so this proverb, on the other hand, suggests intelligence is synonymous with self-awareness. Now, Chinese culture highly regards the importance of collecting and sharing knowledge. And in collectivist cultures like China, shared knowledge serves as a vital component in contributing to the progress and harmony of society. It suggests that true intelligence involves not only understanding the world around us, but also understanding ourselves, our strengths, and our limitations. And so overall, intelligence is a complex concept that's been defined in a number of ways through different cultures and disciplines. And in cross-cultural psychology, understanding intelligence is crucial for exploring how cognitive abilities manifest differently across different cultures. But one universal truth is that intelligence is not universally defined or valued the same way across cultures. And so in this first section, we'll establish a foundational understanding of intelligence by examining its various definitions and looking at the key historical and theoretical approaches, from early theories that emphasize single general intelligence to more contemporary models that recognize multiple facets of diverse expression. So intelligence can be defined as a set of mental skills that help individuals achieve goals. Cultural norms and societal demands shape how intelligence is perceived and developed. Furthermore, intelligence can be broadly interpreted as adaptation to a changing environment. And historically, there has been challenges in finding a common understanding of intelligence. So let's begin by exploring some of the foundational theories that have shaped our understanding of intelligence, which is crucial for our discussion on cross-cultural perspectives. Now, these historical approaches, while not without their limitation, do provide valuable context. First, we have the one-factor theory proposed by Charles Spearman. And so Spearman suggested that a single general intelligence factor, known as the G factor, underlies all cognitive abilities. This implies that there's a fundamental, overarching intelligence that affects performance across various tasks. Think of it as the common thread running through all aspects of cognitive ability. Next, we have the psychometric approach. And this approach focuses on measuring intelligence through standardized tests, like IQ tests. The goal is to quantify intelligence and represent it with a numerical value. It's a very practical approach that's been widely used in education and other fields. And there's also the nativist approach. And this perspective emphasizes that intelligence is largely inborn, shaped by genetics and innate abilities. It suggests that some people are simply born with more cognitive potential than others. So, understanding these historical perspectives helps us to appreciate the complexity of intelligence and how different cultures might view cognitive abilities. But it's important to remember that these are just only a few of the many theories that have been proposed, and our understanding of intelligence continues to evolve. And so, building on earlier models, we see the development of more nuanced theories, such as three-factor models, like Sternberg's triarchic theory of intelligence, which proposes that intelligence is not just about academic ability, but also about how we apply our cognitive skills in different contexts. It identifies three types of intelligence. Analytical intelligence involves the ability to analyze, evaluate, and solve problems. It's a type of intelligence that's often measured by traditional IQ tests. Creative intelligence is the ability to generate novel ideas and solutions. It's about thinking outside the box and coming up with original approaches. And then there's practical intelligence, also known as street smarts. And this involves the ability to adapt and shape to one's environment. It's about applying knowledge to real world situations and getting things done. And so this theory recognizes that intelligence is multifaceted and context dependent. Sternberg argues that all three aspects are essential for success in life and that traditional IQ tests often overlook the creative and practical components. Naturally, different cultures may value these aspects differently, leading to variations in how intelligence is expressed. Now let's explore some of the theories that move away from the idea of single unified factors as far as unified intelligence, and instead propose that intelligence is made up of multiple distinct factors. Psychologist Louis Thurstone proposed the primary mental abilities model, and this focuses on seven distinct mental abilities rather than a single factor. These abilities include associative memory, numerical ability, perceptual speed, reasoning, spatial visualization, verbal comprehension, and word fluency. And so Thurstone believed that intelligence comprises these separate factors, each contributing to overall cognitive functioning. Of course, cultural variations may influence the development and emphasis of specific abilities in different societies. Then the multi-factor theory by Thorndike views intelligence as a combination of numerous separate elements or factors, social, mechanical, and abstract abilities. And so each factor represents a minute element of one's ability. He highlighted that individuals have different strengths in these various domains, suggesting that intelligence is not a one-size-fits-all concept. But this atomistic approach acknowledges unevenness of people's abilities along different lines. However, Gardner proposed a multiple intelligences theory, and he suggests that multiple different types of intelligence exist in people and that these intelligences go beyond cognitive abilities to encompass various talents and capacities, such as logical, mathematical, spatial, interpersonal, and so on. And so these multi-factor theories are particularly relevant to cross-cultural psychology because they suggest that different cultures may value and emphasize different types of intelligence. And what is considered intelligent in one culture might be very different in another, depending on the skills and abilities that are valued. And it's worth noting that these theories are not equally applicable across all cultures, as different cultures may value and nurture specific intelligences differently as well. Furthermore, some researchers argue that intelligence should be understood in the context of a person's environment and their cultural settings. So let's recap what we just discussed in section 1. We started by exploring the concept of intelligence itself. We saw that intelligence is not a simple one-dimensional construct, but rather a complex and multifaceted phenomenon. It encompasses various cognitive abilities, including problem solving, creativity, adaptability, and social skills, among others. Then we introduced several historical and theoretical approaches to understanding intelligence. We've examined early theories like Spearman's one-factor theory, psychometric approach, and nativist approach. We then moved into more contemporary theories where we explore Sternberg's triarchic theory, which identifies three distinct but interrelated aspects of intelligence, considering analytical, creative, and practical. And then we also examined theories that propose multiple distinct intelligence, such as Thurstone's primary mental abilities and Gardner's multiple intelligences theory. But a key takeaway from this section is that intelligence is very multifaceted and can be expressed in diverse ways. Different cultures may value and emphasize different aspects of intelligence, and understanding these diverse perspectives is crucial for conducting meaningful cross-cultural research. And with this foundation in place, we're now ready to go a little deeper into the cross-cultural aspects of intelligence. And so in section 2, we'll explore how culture shapes our understanding and expression of intelligence. And of course, we can understand how those that conduct research understand the sensitivity to cultural differences.